Yo, what's up? This DC Reefer. It's Sunday. This is a random live stream. I'm gonna wait till some more people jump in. As you can see, the title says I bought a fire Scully. Oh man, it's like it's green and red. Hey, what's going on, Nick? What's up, Rico? Listen, I just emptied my actually I emptied my bank account, but I definitely will be eating one meal a day all next week. I just bought the Scully that I didn't have no plans on buying. I'm driving back home. Actually driving back to the job to put them in Lagoon. Like this is gonna when I tell you this fire Scully is gonna lay paws on everybody, it's over. Like I'm going to declare myself the winner of the Nano Challenge right now after today. Um, I just came from. I'm actually driving right now, so I'm driving with. If any kids watching this, do not do what I do. I'm driving with one leg and holding the phone with one hand. I just came back from Fantastic Aquarium in Frederick. This is their prices. They do a prices every week. They print these out. It's really dope, you know, how they do it. And they offer the best prices. So I went in there initially to get some fish. I was looking for some fish. Like I was looking for some gobies for the pico. What's that? I was looking for some gobies and stuff. And maybe a couple frags. But when I walked in there, I saw the Scully, and this is my first like Scully. So I mean, I know the care levels. You know, it's good to feed them, and they're like sand bed type fish. I mean corals. So I know, I know the history of them. But I didn't plan on spending this much, you know, in one setting, in one store. So I'm thinking about it, like I just bought this Scully, and if I buy like something that's like $300, I'm looking to get like a pack of stuff, like some frags, never on like one coral, like I never did this before. So it's a piece of the lagoon. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna make it really hard. I know I talk a lot of trash. I feel like my lips ashy. Thank you, Rico. Appreciate it. Starbucks. Thanks, Rico. Starbucks on me. Yeah, I appreciate it. What's funny is I'm drinking Starbucks now. Starbucks go right through your system. Starbucks is a laxative. Rico just gave me out of the hey, so shout out to Rico. If y'all haven't checked out the video I did of Rico Palooza, go check it out. It really shows Rico taking another light. Also check out CJ. Oh, there we go. We back. Y'all go through like little signal drops. Yeah. So I got what Scott Stevens said. What kind of Scully do you get? It's like a neon green with like red stripes. It's crazy. I'm gonna go live again once I get to the DC studio, which I call my office, where I got both of my lagoon, my pico tank, and I'm gonna show you guys this. It's fire. I was walking around the store. It's a small store. I was walking around the store like contemplating it. Like, should I get it? Shouldn't I get it? No, get it. Okay. I was contemplating. And I just pulled the trigger. I just got it. So definitely. Yeah. There it is, Scott. Reverse bleeding apple Scully. Yeah. That one I do have. That's the one I believe. Hey, what's up, Steve? What's up, Chris Fish from? Everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all joining me on this random live stream. This is like, I feel like, you know, I only went live because I need some, I need y'all to tell me I did the right thing. I feel guilty, you know, I just bought this coral. And not guilty, but like, I didn't, another impulse buy. If y'all checked out my video today of the jawfish, that was an impulse buy. Now, let me say this, impulse buys are basically, to me, well, I've been in the hobby over 10 to 12 years, in and out the hobby. So to me, an impulse buy is something I've before, but I wasn't able to get at the time. So an impulse buy for me is something that's available that I always wanted. So when I see it, it's like, oh, it's my opportunity. So it's not really an impulse buy, it's an opportunity buy. You know, if y'all understand what I'm saying. If you've been in the hobby more than 5 years, you probably seen every fish, coral, you know, or whatever. But sometimes your money not allowing you to buy that fish, coral, or whatever, or you know, you're just not ready, or you had success with it before. I mean, you didn't have success with it before, and you kind of like want to try it again. So that's the opportunity buy. So I'm gonna stop calling it impulse buy, more so of an opportunity buy. Impulse buy is like when you see something like, ooh, I like it, and you don't really know too much about it, and you just do it, you know. A lot of this stuff that I see now, now that I learned more hobby and been around more people, I got more. It's an opportunity buy for me now. So this, so somebody said it's a reverse bleeding scoly. So I think that's what I got. They didn't have no labeling on it, but I knew it was a scoly, you know. But I'm calling it a fire scoly because this joint, it's so bright, and they didn't have any. They had it under Kessels, and you know the shimmer wasn't like, you know, it wasn't really no flow in the tank that much, like a frag tank. But I'm imagining this how it's gonna look under my Radions. I have two G4 XR15s on the what you call it, the diffuser, and that blue is bright. Now it's not the Radion, but yeah, for sure. I can't wait to see how the Scully gonna look when it's all opened up and nice and plump. Now my only concern with the Scully is, one, I gotta feed it, which I allow myself to feed corals every Friday, once a week, or maybe I said, you know, feed reef voice, stuff like that. Two, that it's gonna sit on the sand. So in my tank I have pistol shrimps, which really don't cover corals like that, but it's still a concern of mine. Like, okay, I don't want this coral to be getting sand all pushed in his mouth and stuff like that. So that's one reason I stay away from like the gobies, the sand sifting gobies. And some gobies, they take the sand in their mouth, swim, and then spit it out on somewhere else. So what's up, USM Reefer? What's going on? Yeah, Steve, it's definitely the DC's fire scully. You know, I've seen tanks with a bunch of scullies, and to me, it's not like a I'm not a fan of that, like having a whole bunch of scullies, like a dedicated tank of scully, because they all the same shape. But if you want that pop piece, that accent piece, yeah, scullies, meat corals, even like clams can do it. Which, damn, remind me, it was a clam in the LFS for like 50 bucks. It was like a gold clam, not the one with the long flaps, but like short, but it was gold. I don't know the difference between the Maxima and the type that start with a D. I don't know the other clams, but I was eyeing that. I was like, I ain't ready yet, but I might have to pick that clam back up, because that's a nice, to me, that's a nice you know, pop piece. So, and I got, man, when y'all see the lagoon, y'all gonna be like, damn, DC not playing. I'm not playing. Not say I was gonna lay a pause on everybody. I admit that. I feel a little more confident now, you know, because the tank is kind of, I know I got the new tank syndrome thing going on, so I'm getting algae pads and stuff here and there. But I was checking it out yesterday, and it was looking actually nice, you know. You know, sometimes you can look at your tank and you're like, this is looking good. I know Rico could say, and look at his tank and he like, damn, this looking good. This little stuff, like, it don't have to be thriving and growing, but you know, water clarity and no algae and stuff like that. Stuff like that. So I'm guys, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, man, that's in it. Scully's catch. So thank you, Rico, for that $5. That's gonna go back to me buying another Scully. So if y'all guys want to super chat me to help me bring back up my bank account after I bought this Scully, feel free. I'll gladly say. Actually, Rico, that's my first super chat ever. I never live streamed the super chat. And matter of fact, you guys, I'm going to start live streaming more weekly to help the school tank. You know, I still got the school tank. I know a lot of people ask me about the school tank. I mean, it's been a lot of challenges as getting funding. Everything's coming out of my pocket, and it's stressful. So I'm trying to raise more money for the school tank. So you guys, watch out for that. It's gonna be definitely once a week for like about 3 hours. Just try to make sure everything's right. I don't like to jump into, you know, even though it's a random live stream, the live streams that I want to do, it won't be stepping on nobody else's toes, but it'll be more so like a 3-hour intermission live stream for the school. And all the proceeds, if you guys do super chat me, will go to the school tank. And, you know, I'll keep you guys abreast of where that money goes, you know, something like that. So, I want to definitely do more live streams. But this was a random stream because I felt like, oh, what did I just do? But I know when I get it in the tank, and a month from now, I'm going to be like, I'm glad I did it. Anybody out there, have you ever looked at a coral or a fish and you didn't get it, but it was on your mind? You was like, man, if I don't get this coral or fish, I'm going to regret it. You know, that's what happened to me just now. I knew that if I didn't get that Scully, it was gonna be gone, because this place is an hour away, 50 minutes to an hour, you know, an hour away, and the likelihood of me coming back out here, you know, like on a weekday is very unlikely. You know, got work, to go to the gym and all that kind of stuff. So I probably wasn't gonna come back out here till Sunday, and I knew, and he had it. This is how they got me, guys. He had that coral sitting on the front rack, on the front row. So it wasn't like behind a coral or anything like that. It was like right in front of center. So anybody's gonna look at that coral first and be like, okay, I'll put that in my tank. And I'd have been pissed off if I didn't get it. So that's another reason I said, fuck it, let's get it. I did it. So coral will be gone by then. You right, Bubba. Yeah, man. It's been times that I go to the LFS, and if you can walk out of the LFS without buying something, you got willpower. That shows a sign of strength. I've done it before. I walked out certain LFSs, and it ain't the easiest thing to do when you see all that candy. But I could walk in and walk out of LFS. But this one, I was coming too far, and that coral had to come back. Like, and then the guy followed my YouTube channel, so he was like, man, make sure you give us a shout out on the YouTube, because he looked out for me. He gave me some free Nasari snails, which I love. I love the Nasari snails, so I'm gonna add that he gave me like 6 Nasari snails, and them guys are like $3 to $5 a pop. So and I also picked up another clown pair for the Pico. I actually moved the clowns from the Pico. So my clowns died. You know, a little spoiler. I'm gonna delete this live stream, but the clowns in the lagoon died. and I moved the ones that was in the Pico to Lagoon, so I had to get some new clowns for the Pico, which I'm gonna like better. I can see I'm going to LFS now. I know that's right. Yeah. Okay. US MC Reefer. It's a reverse. I can't remember now. Reverse bleeding Scully. That's the name of the Scully. We got 14 people watching, 16 thumbs up. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Hopefully you have better luck than me with the Scully. I can only keep them for about a year. The care level of a Scully, I got SPS in my tank. So if it's harder than keeping the SPS, then I'm screwed. But from my understanding, it's a LPS, and it's you know, it does well with feeding. So I know that much of it. It's gonna sit on the sand bed. I have the right lighting. I'm still doing water changes for the water parameters. And I'll be switching over to Triton real soon. So everything in my tank will be stable at some now changes and dosing 2-part. That should be fine. Keeping it, I think so. You know, as far as anything like that. Only thing I think that will kill it will be like something nipping on it, like a angel, which I don't have in the Lagoon, or like sand being kicked right up on top of it. Okay, so Bubba says Scully's are lower temps from what I read. Experiences
in 10 miles. Take the exit to merge onto I-270 spur south toward I-495 south.
I got the GPS on. I'm actually on the way back to the studio. I'm gonna cut this live stream off at the 20-minute mark. But I'm gonna go back live, guys, when I get to the studio. It's raining out here too, so it's been raining all weekend in DC. But yeah, my temperature sits around 78, 78, 79. So actually, it's funny. I got my tank. I mean, my office doesn't get too much circulation. I leave the fan on. I got a fan on a bucket in my office pointing right at my tank, so it keeps it at about 77, 78. So we'll see. I'm definitely, you know, one thing about having a tank, an office tank, you right there all the time. Only time I'm not there is on the weekends, and I usually go in like maybe an hour or two on the weekends if I'm not out of town. So I'm always on it. I mean, I'm always like looking at my tank at some point during the week. Yes, King. King, this is for the Nano, for the Lagoon. Yes. The Lagoon has been getting all the love lately, but that's about to come to an end because I gotta start, you know, stocking up the Pico. I actually got a tank at home, which is my big tank. That's like 105 gallons. And that got a new fish yesterday, so I'm looking to reboot that one. That one's gonna be SPS, my home tank, and I'm thinking about doing a calcium reactor on that tank. And you know what? It's something else I wanted to talk about, guys. Which kind of struck my interest. I was watching a Reefer Gill video today, and he was marking up, like he'd put in 5-gallon buckets and mark off 5 gallons water change, then mark off another 5 gallons, then 10-gallon water change. He got down to 40 gallons, and it was like half or not. It was more than half of his tank. So that just, I thought about something like when we do water volume. So let's say set up a new tank. I think it'd be good for us to have like your sand and rock in place along with your sun, and then fill it up by like the 5 gallons, so you know exactly how much water volume you have. Because it surprised me that the Lagoon, it said Lagoon 25, but it's nowhere near 25 gallons. It's not even at the 20-gallon mark. I said the Lagoon is at tops is about 18 gallons, you know, of water with my rock and, you know, sand. Even if it was empty, it wouldn't be 25 gallons. It's not. And look at, and he has, Reefer Gill has a 100-gallon tank. Display, quote unquote, 100 gallons. But when I was looking at his video, that water at 40-gallon water change, he only had maybe about 30 gallons left. So that's another thing that I think plays a big role in the, you know, figuring out your water parameters, livestock, all that stuff. You have a dimensions supposed to be, then you have a realistic of what your water volume is. American Reef said, I guess I need to step my game up for the challenge. Absolutely. You absolutely got to step your game up, because if you're coming for me in the lagoon, even neither one of the divisions are safe, because I'm in both of them. I'm in the lagoon and the Pico. Right now, I don't have a vision for the Pico. I got the tank set up. You know, I dropped a video on that. It's actually, it's not even in real time. I did a lot of changes with the Pico. But as far as the lagoon is, it's just time to grow it out. The lagoon basically going to get a couple more changes to it as far as, no, I'm looking to get different power head. I'm looking to add T5s and a Reef Bright and the Triton. That's about it. The lagoon is about, I want to say 90% capacity of corals. And I just, King just asked what happened to my first clowns in the lagoon. Me being a dumb donkey, not really dumb, but I introduced ick in my system, and the clowns didn't like it. One died from the ick, then the next one died. I didn't go, I went a little bit too fast as far as my livestock. The ick could have, so I lost the clowns to ick. So when y'all see videos, don't, you know, they're kind of behind because I got them scheduled out. But, you know, it's going to be, I'll catch you guys up within the next, by the end of February, you guys will kind of be caught up to what the lagoon is looking like now, because it's going to come to a point where it's going to be on autopilot, and it's basically just going to be, I'll be making subtle changes like adding a algae reactor, adding more pods, I'm really gonna, I never said I was gonna make the lagoon simple. I was goodies, beneficial stuff to it as I can to help me out. DC, did you buy an Ultra Scully? It's not an Ultra Scully, I don't believe it. That's like the rainbow. The guy had a rainbow Scully in there. It was for $900. There's no way I could have got that Scully. What's up, Jay Cardi? But I got the reverse bleeding Scully. It's dominant green, but it got a lot of red stripes in it. Not like 2 or 3, but it's all over the Scully. It's beautiful. A beautiful showpiece. Yeah, this one Scully was $900. It was they called it a Master Scully. $900, that's just a little too much for me. I don't think I could go over $300. I don't think I could pay more than $300 for any piece of coral. Bounce mushroom, Scully, meat coral, anything. I can't go over $300. That's my limit. For some reason, I just can't do it.
In 2 miles, take the exit to merge onto I-270 Spur South toward I-495 South.
Oh, baby girl, the one that oh no, Rico. I hope she's okay. That's my girl. Baby girl, yeah, she, you know, you get attached to her. So I hope she's okay, man. Yeah, this is my limit. Yeah, American Reef. It's something about the number 300. Yeah, I can't go over that. I can't see me paying $400 for something. And it's not like, I'm not the person to say, oh, I spent $300, might as well go to, when I spend $300, that's my max. that is the max I could go. So, but I'd rather spend like $300, $250 on a pack, like a pack of Zoas, pack of SPS, hammer pack, torch pack, something like that. Make you feel better. You feel like you got a lot for your money. Because this hobby can be strenuous, and it can be hard on the pockets at times. Because we all got that, everybody want that candy.
Merge onto I-270 Spur South toward I-495 South.
Somebody speeding in this rain. Yeah, so definitely, I definitely don't go over 300. And you guys, I'm about to jump off in a minute. I got to finish driving first, and then
take the exit.
I gotta charge up the phone, and I should be in the office within like the next 30 minutes. If you guys gonna stick around, if y'all want another live stream, I see nobody streaming today. I think Paul was streaming earlier. Rico obviously has to take care.
In 1.8 miles, continue on to Capitol Beltway South.
I don't see CJ streaming. Anyway, so I'm going to end the stream right quick. But I'll be back because I can make the Scully and put them in the tank, and I'm gonna try to get some type of gel filter. I'll put it on like I'll put it on like 12K or something like that, so you guys can see it. Like it won't be all blued out, and you can see. I'll give y'all a real time look at what the lagoon is looking like now. Like I said, the YouTube video is a little bit behind because I scheduled them out, and like I said, I kind of interrupted the flow of the schedule because I did that Rico Palooza video. So I'll get back with you guys, and shortly. You guys liked it within like a 20, so y'all don't go nowhere. Don't go too far. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you in a few, okay? All right, thank you guys for jumping in. I'll be back later.